Hey man, you see it, you see it. It's your boy Ben, man, from the You Heard podcast. My guys are out today, man. We gonna talk about that though. They put in their vacation time, so it's all good. But we'll see them Sunday. Hey guys, look, man, appreciate you guys so much, man. 10,000 downloads on all audio platforms, 20,000 views on YouTube. We continue to grow. It's because of y'all, man. Thank you so much. We approach all of this humbly. You could be anywhere in the world, man, but you're here with us. Appreciate you guys so much, man. I got my guy, Polk Cane, aka the other Ben, joining me on the other side of this intro. On the other side of this intro, let's get that right. And yeah, man, let's just go. GT on deck. Let's get it. You heard. We out.
Welcome to the You Heard podcast with your hosts, Ben, Joe, and CP. We're here to cover everything related to Miami Hurricanes football, from hot topics to pre- and post-game analysis.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end. We'll talk about it.
No. Let's talk about that right now because you completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like, I don't appreciate.
What did you say? What are we talking about, man?
Get into it.
I feel keeping it a buck.
You heard?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, Ben? I see you dancing back there, brother. I see
you. Can't help it. Every time that intro hits, man, you just can't help it. Just groove a little bit.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, appreciate you coming out to this air horn for you.
Yes, sir.
Man. All right, look, let's get right into it. Should I fire Joe and CB for just not wanting to show up to work anymore? What do you think?
What? No call, no show?
No. Well, it was a text. It was a text.
Oh, okay.
Then that's when I called back. You know what I'm saying? He tried to fake sick on me, so I'm going to let it slide. CB can't ever make it on Wednesdays, different time zone. That do be working like crazy. But
maybe some time on the porch?
Yeah, we gotta have a conversation, man. It's gotta be at least 3 hours before showtime, man.
Yeah.
These guys, man. Nah, man, it's family things, man. So you know what it is.
Right.
Hey, man. Bye week is over. The longest bye week ever. It's very difficult for me to watch. Yeah, it's very difficult for me to watch other games. What do you do? What did you do on your bye week? I mean, I know what you did, but what did you do on your bye week, man?
Yeah, me and the wife went to Disney for the weekend, so that was nice.
Dope.
Just me and her just hit up all the parks, and oh yeah, man, oh yeah.
Fuck that.
Love them, but no, nope. Yeah, we go as often as we can, but yeah, spent some time there with her and just spent the weekend. Actually, linked up with Ko and his family were there, so we met up with them Saturday night and just hung out for a little bit, watched the fireworks and stuff, and they got absolutely soaked trying to get back to the bus, back to the hotel because it just, just opened up right at the end and you're just drenched.
At least it was at the end though. Like you were just heading back to the hotel.
Yeah, it was actually nice all day too, man. The fall weather's slowly creeping in.
Yeah, it's getting nice. Like I was out there today, I was like, damn, this is nice. Having the trees cut out here. I have to keep checking on it. I was like, all right, yeah, it's nice. It's not too bad. Usually that humidity and those mosquitoes get me, and I was like, fuck all this. I don't want any part of it. Part of it. But yeah, man. Yeah, 5 weeks sucked, bro. What did I do? I did like random shit around the house. Like just stay busy because like I don't like watching other games of other teams because like I don't care about them or know anything about them. So like some games are cool. Like I'll watch condensed games of some stuff, but even then I'm like half asleep. Just because like football math doesn't matter to me. Like the Georgia Tech shit with Bowling Green. It actually made me more upset. You know what I mean? Like them getting it back.
Yeah.
Because like I wanted them to like handle business so they could feel kind of good about it. Now we're like, great. Now I got to deal with an angry team, and I hope our guys are focused going into it.
Yeah.
So that's how I say it on the show. See that? You know what I'm saying? I'm a professional.
Yeah.
What are your expectations going into the Georgia Tech game, man?
Man, there we go. I think it's going to be business as usual for us. I mean, I don't expect anything drastic happening. I just think we're going to go in, take care of business, do what we got to do, and roll with it. I don't think it's going to be, much of a game after halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah,
To be
yeah,
honest
yeah.
with you. So just,
Yeah.
I mean, I expect Tech to put up a little bit of a fight. Like you said, might be coming in a little angry about how their last game ended up, but are they angry enough to handle Miami? I just don't think they are.
I think anger only takes you so far.
No, it does. You'll see it like the first 3/4 of the first quarter, like you do with a lot of teams. They'll come out fired up, hyped up, and
Yeah.
then they're just like, well, that was fun, I guess.
Like you know what it's gonna be like to me. Like, look, we could talk as much shit as we want, right? Because we're not on the field and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's gonna make them more upset when like their D lines tries to rush, and then they meet our O line, and then they're like, "Oh wait, this is pointless." Like
Why are we
just
here?
like, yeah, I picture like big brother, little brother when you put your hand on his head,
Right, and
and
just
he's
kind of holding.
It's like, oh, come
get it.
just doing this over it. Like I just picture it like that. Like they're gonna be real mad, but they were like, "Hey man, like we're professionals here. Let's calm down."
Yeah.
Like I think if I had more questions about my O line, where we had like some moments of good and some moments of like what the fuck is going on, I would be more sketchy about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, right? But the fact that our O line has played the way they had, all their press conference speeches sound great, like they're focused and all this stuff, and it just and they say what they need to say or whatever, but they're also a very old team, right? Like they're not a young team for the most part. Like Jalen Rivers been here forever. You know what I'm saying? You have you know what I'm saying, you got Corey Flagg been here forever, Cam, which by the way, I think Cam coming back offsets their like new defensive coordinator shit, because if GT's gonna be hyped because of that, us getting Cam back, our like leader, because we were in the building when that injury happened. Son, I didn't care about the score at that. I didn't care that we just dominated the best SEC team. Like I didn't care at all. I was like, Cam, please just be good. So like if we feel like that and we don't know him, imagine what his teammates feel like, man. So that us getting him back like offset like my worry for the most part.
Oh yeah, that's going to be the great equalizer. Like I don't think it's with him coming back, it's just going to set the tone for the rest of the team. Just the leader he is, like everybody knows. So
yeah. Like I still have some like a 1% nerves about it, because you know what I'm saying, like it could be a trap game. This is like if you put in a trap game definition, this is it, right? Right before our biggest game of the season, heading into Chapel Hill, which we'll talk about on the Sunday show. But this is the one, right, where like you're getting a team that was just destroyed by a G5 school for like 450 yards rushing or whatever it was. Like if you go back, and I did watch like 7 minutes of the condensed game, those goals were not like, it wasn't like the guys were breaking tackles. They weren't touching the run like a good 10, 15 yards down the field. Is how ridiculous that shit was. It was, like it was stupid. Like one of the, like, remember when we were at the game and like we just saw a huge hole open up? Like, yo, we could all run through that. Like it was like that, but it was almost Florida, Kentucky. It was almost like that. Like it was just wide open. You see how I sent strays at them? That's how you got to do. You don't spend too much time. You just straight. Just let them know. Yeah, man, it was bad. So I don't know how much
jabs here and there.
Yeah, little jabs here and there because I fuck them all. But yeah, man, it was definitely different, and I think our O-line wants to, and I think our team just wants to get back at it with the addition of Cam and possibly Elijah Arroyo. Man, I might start telling lies, but you know what I'm saying? Gonna stay focused.
Possibility of Dean also.
Yeah. Possibility of Dean. Mesidor. No word yet. Keep it real quiet. No word yet. Like if anything with him, I want them to do what they did with Najee Kelly with the Temple game. Like just get him in there for a couple snaps. Just get the blood.
Put him on a snap count. Yeah.
Give
him
like 10, 15 snaps. 10, 15 snaps. I don't need nothing crazy.
See how it's going. Yeah.
Just see how that whatever that lower extremity, whatever that extremity injury is, and just be good. That's it. Same thing with Branson Dean. Because I'm good with Thomas Gore. You know what I'm saying? Throwing Anthony Campbell out there. I think Mario said that there's like 8 to 9 guys that have really impressed in this last 2 weeks, so they might get more burn.
Yeah, Gore was one of those guys he mentioned about how he's been playing. I mean, he played real well with at Temple.
He's fast off the line.
Yeah.
he brings something different. Then Amon Moten just like is a bull rush and doesn't have quite the quickness because he's not as small. But yeah, it was impressive. What's your score expectation for this one if you wanted to give a prediction?
I'll say with Georgia Tech. I mean, they're no slouches when it comes to the offense. I mean, I think they're
offense is good. Yes,
top 25. I think in passing. So I mean, they're gonna move the ball. That's just gonna happen. It's football. So I mean, I think they put up. I'm gonna say 2 scores at most, 14. I say 14, and then I don't know. I just think the way Miami's offense has been run, the way TVD's just been clicking and just operating surgical almost. The way he's been moving the offense. I mean, I see us, 48-14.
That's funny. I have a very similar score. I have 45-17 because they get that garbage. You know what I mean? When the game 3-4 minutes left in the game, game's over. Our backups are in, and Georgia Tech is that garbage time field goal because we just ran the ball. And I think TVD's gonna ball out. I mean, we know we'll talk about it in a second. We know who's gonna be in the stands. I'm saying in the very special seats, not in the regular stands, I imagine.
Right. The special.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the special seats.
I'm pretty sure Dawson's gonna have some stuff cooked up just for those guys.
Yeah, no, 100%. And the thing is Dawson. What I like about Coach Dawson, man, is that he doesn't do anything above his means. He goes, okay, you're gonna give me this. I'm gonna just continue to take it until you cover that. Then I'm gonna do something else. And we talked about it before, right? Because we talk all the time. With they haven't really done many package changes because he brought up a great point that I hadn't thought of. We don't have that many. We don't get that many snaps on offense because we score so quick. Right, 65 plays a game, so we don't do long drives. It's 4 to 5 plays, and we're going 80 yards.
The old saying goes, "If it ain't broke, don't fix it."
Yeah, don't change it up.
Don't reinvent the wheel. There's no need.
It's unnecessary.
No need.
It's unnecessary, man. Unnecessary. All right, man. Look, we touched on it a little bit. The list is crazy for this weekend. The list is bananas. The list is the list. Again, y'all know the motto that we have here on You Heard. Wake us up in December. None of this shit. This shit's just cool to talk about, but till pen goes to paper, it doesn't matter. So the list, the last list I got, I'm sure it's updated with a bunch of secret visitors and all that stuff. 24 recruits. Nikar, Jeremiah Smith, JoJo Trader, who's a commit, CWH, Christian Whitley Humphrey, a running back, and
Hellcat.
The Hellcat. 25, Phillip Wright, Amari Wallace, Elijah Melendez, which is a linebacker, Drake Stubbs, great nickname, Lamar Williams. You know what I'm saying? And then for the 26, because this is how far ahead it is now, right? This is how different this shit is. For the 26, Javian Mallory, Xavier Larice, Mark Herligire, which sounds very similar.
Very similar name.
Could that be to the guy we chopped it up with? All right. Calvin Russell and Dia Bell. Look, this isn't anything that we saw. We saw Raja Bell at the A&M game. So this isn't the first visit.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Raja and Dia have been in the building. You know what I'm saying? Raja Bell, you know what I'm saying? NBA fame. So, yeah, man, how you feeling about that list? Kind of crazy, right?
It is, man. But, I mean, I haven't looked too far ahead as far as a lot of the 25s or even the 26s. I haven't really dove that deep. So, but yeah, no, I think it's going to be a great opportunity for, some of these recruits to see what Miami is all about and what we've been doing. Because, you hear a lot of them talking, saying, they gotta show me something, or they gotta put up wins, or we gotta see, they gotta show something on the field, and all that stuff that a lot of them are saying. But I just think this is a great opportunity for them to come to, the state's gonna be a night game. We're gonna be rocking those new unis. I think I think the crowd's gonna be really good, especially after a bye week. Everybody's like, oh man, let's get back to watching some Miami football.
Yep.
Them to be able to experience that, game day atmosphere and stuff, and see what this offense is doing, especially with those, those big time offensive targets that we're looking to hopefully land or even flip. And even on the defensive side, the way Guidry's been running this defense, I mean, just playing like, I didn't expect that this team would look like if you were to ask me at the beginning of the year that the defense would be playing the way it is now. I'd be like, you stop lying. Now we're telling real lies right now. But, no, it's just crazy. It's just crazy how everything has come to this point, and I think this is going to start the, set the tone for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think there's other names missing off that list. I think Wade and Charles is coming. There's a bunch. Again, the list is ever growing. It's because right now we record on Wednesday, so there's probably 2 or 3 more new names, 5 or 6 by Friday. Because what I'm saying, they could come down after their Friday night game.
I'm sure they're going to see some show up game day.
Yeah,
and nobody
100%.
knows. Like, oh, hey, this guy's here.
Yeah, like there's people who go to Central that could just drive over. Be like, hey man, right. you got a couple tickets? Yeah, of course we do. Yeah, like so since I started the pod, and so we started the pod, I've gotten more and more into recruiting, right? And then we added the greatness of Chalupa Batman, that goes, hey man, check out this guy, and Chalupa, super positive guy, wants everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But and he does, and that kudos to him. Everybody should be a Cane, but not everybody can be.
Right.
But there's some players that he showed me. I'm like, how is this kid only 15? Like, how is this kid 16? Like, dude, like you watch Wade and Charles's tape, you watch Anai Carr's tape, you watch Cortez Mills at a Homestead, and all these guys, man. I'm like, yo, this is like, I don't understand. Like, I can't comprehend that level of athleticism, and also because we haven't been privy to that because the previous staffs didn't have those kind of guys in the building or having conversations with, or KB in his chair, around campus.
It is in his bag.
In his bag.
You see that picture going around everywhere.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Cootie, man. He let me borrow the picture he took of KB today in front of some posters of former players. Because he posted, I was like, yo, I'm taking this. He was like, go ahead, man. I was like, yes, I want that right now. Dude, it's just been, it's gotten to the point for me where like recruiting has gotten as exciting as the games, because it was like, okay, we did this play. What is that for this? Full disclosure, I think we're uphill on Jeremiah Smith. Like, we don't do breaking news or any of that shit, but it's easier to prove it to a 25 young man who has a year to watch it again. You know what I mean? Because they could watch next season if it continues. But right now, it could be like, man, I don't know. But then I say that, and out of one side of my mouth, and at the other side, I'm like, Coach Kevin Beard is one of the most genuine, like, from all accounts, great people you could talk to. Where it's just kind of like, we had Shamar Kirk on, and it made us almost cry when he was like talking about what Kevin Beard means to him and what confidence he instills. And then you see it in the Jacoby George. You've heard all our shows. I would be keeping it a buck. I would shit on Jacoby George. I would. Yeah. For, you know what I'm saying? For various reasons, never his routes. Just keeping it a buck. Xavier Restrepo would always fall for a catch. Now he's like the world leader in yak. You know what I'm saying?
Yak Kobe daddy.
Young, yeah, Kobe Young is balling out of his mind. That catch he had against Temple, I'm still there. Like, mentally,
disgusting.
That was gross. It was this. I felt bad for Temple at that point. Like, I was like, you know what? You didn't deserve this.
Fuck them.
It's Temple. It's Temple. And I mean, like, they're not a team that like emotes gets me to emote. But yeah, fuck them all. But yeah, dude, it's just like, there's that part of me where the PTSD kicks in, where it's like, man, like, we've missed on all these guys for so long. Is it really possible? And then last year happened, after the worst season, most embarrassing season we can remember. Then now we have a respectable top 15 offense, top 20 depending on the rankings defense, and we're still not as good as we're going to be.
No,
because the guys like a Popo, a Marcellus, a Malik are learning and being birthed in this defense. This is why I need Guidry to stay 3 years, and Dawson, at least being birthed in this, because they're going to be. You're not going to have to slowly and drop the playbook in spring. It's already going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've already had a year, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy.
But I think with especially with Jeremiah Smith come in, and then the addition of Nikar and then JoJo being there as well. I think that's the three of them. Could you imagine?
No. No.
I mean, what
no,
do you say?
Yeah,
I saw something.
What do you?
Something early today on Twitter. Somebody posted a little clip of Nikar. This dude took a little bubble screen.
Yes.
Hit 20.7 miles per hour in like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And then just gone.
Disrespectful.
That's just a sick lineup, man.
When you get a chance, and I recommend all y'all, every Canes fan, everybody who listens to the show, give yourself I think it's 3 to 4 minutes. You don't even need that long. Maybe 2 to 3. And just go to his huddle and watch his highlights. It is. And then you say that, right? Like, let's say if we get him, right? Whatever, all the crystal balls and all that shit doesn't matter to me. Don't care till December. That's just what it is. And I'm hoping he's an early enrollee because it'll make him even better to be able to play next year. If you watch him and then you go, oh yeah, but we got Ray. Oh, we got Robbie. Oh, we might still have X leading that group. Might still have like when you start thinking about like the depth that's building there, it starts to get a little scary. But again, and you forget about Chance. Chance is coming too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
JoJo and Jesus, man. KB is just
in his he's elbow deep in that bag. So
Mary Poppins KB, up in this bitch with a bag.
Yeah, bro, you don't know there's no bottom to that shit.
There's no bottom.
Who's coming next? We gonna have a flip at this bitch? What's popping?
Right.
What is happening?
Right.
Man, it's bananas, man. It's bananas. So excited about it, man. Just we have grown men in the room leading these young men, bro. That's what feels better about this year. We see the difference, man. We see the difference. Like I lost my voice for over a week after Texas A&M. For a fucking week. I could barely do the show on Wednesday after. Couldn't do it. Couldn't almost do it, man. And just man. And again, like Dawson hasn't gone in his bag as deep as he needs to. Guidry's done his thing. Are there, before we go, I wanted to ask you, before we go into the next topic, are there any parts of this team, offense or defense, that still keep you grounded, that don't make you completely untethered to be like, fuck everybody, we doing this?
I mean, and the only thing on offense I would say is just the tight end play, just because we haven't really seen it. Cam's been out there for the majority of the time, but he's so good at blocking. He's basically he's basically another tackle that's out there on the edge. I mean, he's caught a few like maybe 3 or 4, but we haven't seen the actual tight end side of this offense yet. And if Arroyo does come back, whoo, buddy, I think that's a whole nother level to this offense that we're gonna get to see. I mean, as far as defense goes, it's the only concerns I really have are just on the outsides in the secondary, just because, we've both seen it. We've both seen where, we've kind of either missed an assignment or just, being lax in coverage or whatever the case may be, it giving up. What was it? Now, credit to Connor Wegman at A&M. The kid's incredible, which, sucks for him with the injury he went through, and it sucks for him just to have to deal with that. But he put up some really good passing numbers, and even even Temple was able to throw the ball and find a little bit of room and stuff like here. But that's really it. I mean, I'm not overly concerned with the secondary, and especially now with Cam coming back, that's going to bring that level of communication and leadership to not just the safeties, but the secondary, the whole defense in general. So I think we'll see them firing on more cylinders, I think, on Saturday, and kind of back to that attack mode that we've seen them in so far this year.
Yeah, I think they're going to be back to like being excited to play football when you haven't played in 2 weeks by that point, over 2 weeks, because was it a 3:30 game against Temple and now 8:00 game, so almost a full 2 weeks. The only thing that concerns me, man, that I'm like is running back out of the backfield. Like that coverage in the intermediate space where like You know what I'm saying? Like that's been that. Cookman got us on that. Temple got us on that. If you know what I'm saying, that's been my one area of concern. Hopefully that was mostly because Cam was not there. That's what Joe and CB and people, you know what I'm saying, people that I talked to have been telling me, and hopefully that's it. But I don't.
Well, even A&M was able
part
to do that to us. They had a long touchdown off of a receiver coming out of the backfield too. So
yeah, they did. The biggest issue for me with that is like I know our linebackers are good attacking. I don't know so much as their coverage. Again, this is me nitpicking as far as the one thing that I'm latching on to be like, okay, don't fucking just sail away into wildness. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be like, hey, fuck everybody. It's always fuck everybody, but like, don't be crazy and like irrational with it. Still be grounded and try to give like actual analysis as best as I can. But yeah, I think some of
the times when we get caught in that situation is when, you know, he sends linebackers and then the end drops back into coverage, and you know, you can't always expect the defensive end or, you know, an edge guy to be covering a running back coming out of the backfield.
Especially if he's a true freshman. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just is what it is when that happens. But yeah, experience and just, you know, get more comfortable in defense and when what your job function is for whatever play you're running, whatever scheme is put in place.
Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah. Like I said, we're nitpicking. Guys in the comments, man, let us know what are the couple areas of concerns that you have. Obviously, tight end play. Family, we talked about it last pod, right? Imagine the times when Elijah Arroyo and Cam McCormick are there too. That's 7 linemen. You know, like how do you stop that? Like, because Elijah Arroyo, he could block his ass off. He could block his mouth.
Put Riley in there with him. Have all 3 of them in there. Why not?
Fuck it. Go big 3 with it. Let's just go.
Just go.
Oh, just go. He's got a little bit more quicks too, so he could come out, bust a little seam route, and cook some people, man. Because they haven't even shown that yet. There's no tape of them. I think Riley had one like on a wheel route that back a freshman quarterback, drawing a blank. Emory
Williams,
missed them on a little bit. But that's, you know what I'm saying, haven't really shown the tight end play yet. So once we show you the middle of the field, how the fuck you gonna stop Kobe and Jacoby and X? And then when Ray gets out there, it starts, see what I'm saying? See what I gotta latch on to that linebacker shit? Because as soon as I start going, I go beautiful mind with it. Well, I just fucking go. It's insane. It's insane, bro. All right, man. Let's get into this Caneswear ad, and let's get into another topic right after.
Welcome to Caneswear.
New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Yeah, you want to know something
I saw the bottle in the commercial.
Yeah, you know, of course you did. Yeah, you got to see it in there.
Yeah.
Literally everything I'm wearing right now is Caneswear, and that I'm drinking from is Caneswear. I might have a problem, but it's an addiction I'm just gonna have to deal with and work through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm repping our boy AB with this one though.
Yeah, that's a dope one. I got one in the bag that I'm gonna unveil for the FSU game. It's literally not coming out of the bag till then. Superstitious about shit like that. So it's like I don't even want to look at it. I want to be ready for that. Hey, you want to know this? You want to know some shit? I just now realized that the Adidas shoes that they came out with were literally just made for the Miami Knights, game. Because if you look at that scheme, that's made like the black and orange ones. If you look at it, that's like the reason why they're black. Is that didn't set off in my mind. Like it had nothing to do with shit. I just want to let you know. It never occurred to me.
No, it never registered either. Now that you say that, yeah, you're absolutely right.
That makes perfect sense now. Like those are the perfect shoes for this one night. I know we had our issues about it or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up?
When they first announced those uniforms last year, and you know, of course, we didn't wear them. Of course, we didn't deserve to wear them. But I was I wasn't really a fan. I was like, and then they
I know.
bring them back out this year, and I'm still like, I don't know. And then I keep seeing the hype videos with them, and then Cam sporting them. I'm like, all right, these are fire. These are fire.
You know what?
I freaking love
had
them.
me?
I love them.
You know what had me? Like they didn't same way. Feel exactly the same way. Didn't have me initially. Loved the neon. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking it. Bought it last year. I was ready for last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bought this shirt. So, they had me. I like the neon orange and green. I was cool with that. I thought the colors were cool, but like the black was a little weird to me at first, right? Because it seemed a little but then when they showed the shoulder and it's a palm tree blowing in a hurricane.
Yeah, that's that old logo they used to use. Yeah.
I was like, that's all I need. I was like, that's it. I don't need like if you just show me that, and then the stitching and the numbers inside the numbers of the you know what I'm saying, with the cam with like that is like, yo, the stitch work is
that little shield right there on the neck with the green U.
I was like, okay, sold. I don't need none. Should have done this last year. But again, I want to say it on the show. I'll say it all the time on our social media. Whoever runs their social media now is fucking incredible. Because they were not this good last year. They were not this good the year. They've never been this good. Whoever they are, hire them forever. Give them raises year over year because they need to stay. The photographs that they take, the videos that they post, the 60-second shit that they did with X during the bye week, talking about continuing to work, had me hyped. It's just X talking over like a beat and just showing quick highlight clips. I was there for it. Like, just masterpiece of work, man. Salute to y'all in the Cane social media department. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And then they just dropped you saw those like the wallpapers and stuff, right? They dropped.
I already switched my phone. What you talking about?
You got it?
What you talking about right now?
Yes, sir.
This one for the lock screen, and then it's the U lighting up Miami in that neon orange in the wallpaper. Yeah, easy. Nice. Come on now. That shit was too dope. Again, masterpieces. But yeah, man. Yo, did you get a chance to watch the press conferences of the coaches?
Actually, I did.
What impresses you the most about them? I just think that how like their personalities. What about you? What are your takeaways from when they're talking?
No, I think you don't hear a lot of coach talk from them like you would typically hear. I think they're very, all three of them direct. You know, Coach Cristobal, Coach Dawson, Coach Guidry. They're all very direct and very matter of fact with their answers, and you know they're not trying to really sugarcoat a lot of stuff or anything, and you know just kind of telling it how it is. And I don't know, I just like that about it. You know, I just
no bullshit, right?
You know, miss me with all that fluff and coach speak and
deflection. Like, you know what I like? That they're accountable to their own shit. Like, they're like, look, when Guidry's like, yeah, look, passing is gonna be what it is, but I look at this. Like, he doesn't have to tell you what he looks at. He could just be like, look, the passing stats are what they're gonna. We're working on everything getting better. You know, that straight up coach speak. Everybody knows coach speak. It's just a whole bunch of words that don't mean shit. We can all do it. It's very easy to do. Like, just,
very easy.
Just that's it. It's very easy to do it. But when he's like, look, I'm looking at pass efficiency, like how effective are they on these plays or that plays? He's not telling you, like on third and medium, was like, yo, man, I'm almost listening to him like, yeah, man, you're giving away too much. Like, don't stop. Go back to coach speak a little bit, but it helps me like understand the way he views it and the way, like, if he talks about it so simple to us, imagine the simplification he has for his team and the way he's able to teach to the team.
Yeah,
and it's not that. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are very smart players. Like, he talked about Jaden Davis and stuff like that. You have to be smart to be able to recognize a play in 2 seconds. Like, that's what a football play is, which is bananas. But if he simplifies it like that to us, he's got to be an amazing teacher. And Shannon Dawson's just like, yeah, I'm going to beat your ass and I'm going to keep taking whatever you give me and I'm going to show you why you shouldn't have. And that's it. I love it. I fucking love it.
No, and I like his approach to the mental side of the game too. What he said something about, we're getting a lot of high praise and everything like that, but these same guys that are giving you this high praise, they're going to rip you as soon as you do something bad. So he's like, keep that middle ground, stay even keel, do what you're supposed to do and perform your job. And you ain't got to worry about any of that stuff. So
Yeah, none of
That's
that.
that's the way I always approached it. When I played, I didn't play football, but I played baseball through college and played a little bit in the minors. But that's the same kind of approach I took, and it just I don't know. I just think it's so much easier to keep that even temperament about you. Handle your business when it's time to handle your business, and don't worry about the other stuff that's going on. Accept the praise, stay humble about it, and move on to the next thing.
Yeah, say thank you and move on.
Yeah, exactly.
Like being in the military, everybody goes, "Oh, thank you for your services." Like I don't know what to say here. Like it's just.
Yeah, no,
okay.
I get it too. I just had that. I actually just had that today. I had to go somewhere. I was in uniform, and they say whatever, and one of the ladies looks at me. She's like, "Don't you get tired of hearing that?" It's like, I'm not gonna get tired of hearing it. It's like I hear it. I say thank you.
Don't know what to say. Yeah.
Most of the time, I just say, I just say thanks or thank you.
Yeah, I always were saying you're welcome because it's like I didn't you know what I'm saying, right. I appreciate it, thank you, because I don't want to say because like I'm like I didn't do it for, you know what I'm saying, like I did it for X, Y, and Z reasons. Like it's like there's always that like initial reaction of like I'm kind of uncomfortable with that because it's selfless, right? Like you're not doing it for a thank you. You didn't do it for anything. You took the oath because I took the oath. But yeah, so it's just moving. Yeah, it's definitely that way. I'm even uncomfortable. We're not talking about it.
Do I say you're welcome? But I didn't. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, I want to be like, hey man, you got it. Hey,
yeah,
just you, just for you, dog, just for you. You know it. Hey man, anytime, brother. Buy me a Bundelo.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's it's always uncomfortable, man. But yeah, and I look. Well, we talk about the coaches, and you can see that mentality's going through the players, right? You have James saying, look, I don't care what we would have worn, you know what I'm saying? What we would have worn is just, like to be able to wash away previous mentalities. We'll say it like that, right?
Yeah.
Previous mentalities, previous teachings, like that, and be like, look, it's basically all substance, no flash. We're not here to be. We're just here to work, man. And the difference in the difference in James Williams this year, man,
night and day, man.
Just a grown man. Also a big motherfucker, man.
Yeah,
God,
right.
So like that, I'm a grown man, dog. Like I'm looking up to him, like what the fuck? All right, James. What are you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say. What do you say? White uniforms, black helmet.
Yeah.
Gray uniform, silver helmet, whatever he says. Like it don't matter.
Don't matter.
It don't matter.
Our favorite reporter.
What he said. What matters is the mentality and the culture and the way Coach Cristobal wants us to play and what we need to do. Basically, that's what I'm here to do. It's not.
That's it. That's all it needs to be.
The cool alternate uniforms are cool and all and flashy and whatnot, but if you can't put something behind it, what's it matter?
What's it mean? And it's not like you're gonna perform with it because you're wearing it, because it's gonna feel it's probably the same fat. It's just putting on pads. You know what I mean? Like you've worn pads, you put on jerseys before. It's the work, man. It's the work that makes you stand out. Because if you look back in these uniforms, it stands out even more. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like that's the fucked up part about it. So the work is what matters, man. How you prepared it in the bye week, in the off season. This is when it shows. Been saying it the whole time, man. That's crazy.
Hey, Ben, Coach Cristobal actually mentioned something about that the bye week. He mentioned about how the players are taking a lot more accountability. With their leadership council they got going, and they did a lot of work on their own during the bye week. So that that's just one thing further that shows you how the culture and the mentality has changed around the program. Yeah,
you got Cam going to feed the hungry in Overtown, and Susan's like, "Where'd you go? Overtown to a soup kitchen? Nah, just walking around.
We just got McDonald's
everywhere. Yeah, people are poor everywhere.
Handing out McNuggets and burgers and whatnot. Yeah, man,
you get 100 chicken sandwiches. Just that type of mentality. And when he's your leader, man, and he's on the leadership council, you have a bunch of players on there, man. I think you know what I'm saying, who's ever on there, there's just you can see the difference, and hopefully that continues. And look, we always give the caveats. So like, I need to see the team in these moments or that moment. I just need to see the team continue to grow and build together, and show more quality depth. That's it. Like I gave a prediction of 9-3 going into the season, and I might change that. We keep it in the buck. I might, we reserve the right to revisit. You know what I mean? In our contract.
Well, I was at 8-4 myself, so
yeah.
I think I changed my mind.
Yeah. I have it differently now, but I'm not ready to go public with that yet. So
Yeah.
that's the good thing about the show. We get from one day to the next. That day we're just gonna exactly get our 100%. You know what I'm saying, unobstructed thoughts about what we're thinking about it, how we view things, man. Like I said, man, it's gonna be crazy. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, man, you got anything you want to talk about, man? I mean, I directed the show, but you know what I'm saying, if anything you wanna cover?
Yeah, one thing I can't remember exactly how it came up on y'all's last show, but as I was listening to it, it just kind of struck me, and I started thinking about it with how, a lot of people were saying, oh, I got to see how the team does in this situation. Oh, well, they played this team and they acted this way. But what happens when they played
the caveat?
It's like, well, what if this team is just that team? You didn't see this type of attitude and this type of play last year, or even in the previous regime. You just didn't. You see they come out kind of slow, lackadaisical, just kind of going through the motion. You don't see that with this team. They're doing what they're supposed to do to the teams they're supposed to do it to. It's like, oh, but it was Bethune-Cookman. I was like, why does that matter? They dominated like they were supposed to dominate. We didn't play down to the competition like we've seen in plenty of times in years past. You're just not seeing that from this team. And I just don't see the level of the competition mattering at all to this team going forward. It's like, we're going to play Georgia Tech. We're going to do what we're supposed to do, and they're going to get the job done. We're going to go play UNC. We're going to dominate in the trenches like we've done all the way up to this point this season. I don't see anything showing me otherwise at this point. I just don't see it happening.
Right. See, first of all, we didn't set this up, but this is exactly one of the things that I had, but I wasn't sure if we were going to get to it. I think the reason why we do that as a fan base and why we set those caveats is because we've been hurt so many times, right? Like we have there's people who get to live in. It's total PTSD, right? Like I listen. This has been therapy for me a lot of times, man. Because I've been like I sit up here in middle of nowhere watching the game, and I have nobody to like talk like, yo, what the fuck is going? How did we miss that tackle too? And I mean, and you go through it, it's like now we're like, wait, we're a functional offense. And I damn near look. We went to watch the game together. I almost cried when that Jacoby George call. Right, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I didn't know we could call plays like that. I didn't know when was the like. Look, we've been watching football our entire lives. When was the last time you saw Miami do anything like that? How they performed, right? Like I can't remember the last time. What offensive coordinator can we go back to as a reference point? Honestly, not Mark, right? Like not Coach Rick. Hope he heals up, man. Prayers out to your niece, man. With you know what I'm saying. So definitely want to give that moment a break. But I don't know when I can go back to, but Mark Whipple, like, no, that was just fucking seam routes. Like it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like this crazy offense. Just throw it deep. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Like, so I think that's
even going back then, it wasn't I don't think anything innovative either. We just had those dudes back then. You see, I picture Dorsey in the huddle, on his hand when you're a kid. It's like, okay, Andre, you're going to run, up and, hit this one. And Kevin, then, Kevin, you're going to, cut underneath. Exactly. That's
very easy.
That's what I pictured.
I asked that question on the show. Was like, was there a moment when we're not going to give those caveats? Like, I need to see it in the rain, under humidity, through a lightning storm, and you know what I'm saying? Like all this, like it's like it's because of that.
What is that?
I think it's because of that, though. It's because like you need to set the parameters high, right? Like you want to set the parameters high, so it's like because if they meet that, then you have nothing else, right?
Right.
But if they don't, it's like I don't have to get hurt again.
Yeah,
I can't give you my all if you didn't cook this chicken the way I wanted you, if you didn't season this chicken the way I wanted you to season this chicken, I'm sorry, I can't love you. But if you season this, if you season this chicken the way you did, and I didn't even have to tell you nothing, but in my mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it becomes that. I think that's why we do it. Look, man, we're as fans of this team, 20 years of what it's been, we know it, right? to be able to see a functional team and just like, look, we didn't respond. I can't remember the last time we played teams like we did Miami, Ohio, and Temple the way we did twice. Like we go back Central Michigan, we didn't do that. Year before that, was it App State didn't do that. Yeah, like those games haven't happened this year. Yes, we've played nobodies, as everybody wants to say, but we've performed at our level and haven't dropped down.
No.
Do I foresee somebody at our level in our schedule? I'll tell you guys about it on the next one. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
that's how. But it's not a biggest concern to me. But also, it's like because I'm able to talk it out and talk to different people's perspective. Look, you and I talk all the time. I talk with Joe, talk with other, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of other people. So I get their information. It lets me know that like other people have been as battered as I've been, you know. But it's like, but it also lets me know that like, okay, this team hasn't played the way the team has in this first 4 games, which I won't project that out to be the next 4 games, right? In these first 4 games have performed better than I could remember a Miami Hurricanes team performing, play for play. Like that Texas A&M game, we lose in any other year, right?
Oh,
like
especially
we don't
after it started. Yeah, especially after the way it started. Yeah. Any
like,
other year, that's a loss.
We leave at halftime, right? Like just angry as fuck. Like, hey, let's just go get something to eat because let's go to Flanagan's. Let's get the fuck up out of here because I can't believe we paid these price for these tickets and this team did that, right? Like that's keeping it a buck. That's what happens. Like that's
keeping it a buck, man. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, and they didn't, and they shocked the fuck out of us. So this bunker mentality, man, I worry about us like every other podcast, and respect to them. And I have, you know what I'm saying, I listen to them all. They'll tell you the stats of other teams and how this. I don't give a fuck. If we perform the way we're supposed to and we're accountable to our teammates, to their teammates and the coaches, I think this team could do some impressive things this year. I'm not ready to tell lies yet, but they've shown up for me so far, and I'm gonna keep showing up for them, man. So it's bunker mentality. This is all it's about, man. This is all it's about. It's us, man. I don't give a fuck. You'll never see me wearing nobody else's shit. My whole closet is green and orange.
Green and orange.
Green and orange, man.
Won't catch me in any Colorado Buffalo shirts.
Won't catch me in any. It's not like I have like different color shorts that bother me. Like I'll keep it a buck. I have a pair of burgundy basketball shorts that I refuse to wear. Like I just bought them because I was like I don't even know why I bought them. I was like I need something for the gym and I just bought them. That's all they had. I was like I don't want to wear these because they look too close to the school that, you know what I'm saying. So they just sit in my closet. I haven't thrown them out because like I might want to paint one day and ruin them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got a pair of those that I wear doing the yard work. So.
Yeah, like just do
That's
dirty
the
shit. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, like paint stripes, grass stains, fucking. I'll throw the weed eater through them. I don't care. But yeah,
all of them.
I'll never go outside. They yard work specific, man. But yeah, man, I got nothing else. Hey Ben, man, I appreciate you so much jumping on the show, man. We're up out of here. We'll be back Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You got anything else, Ben, before we jump up out of here?
No, man, I'm good.
All right, guys. It's that
ready for Saturday,
podcast, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, Canes. Let's go.
Let's go.